ladies, let me just give you ladies some advice. You didn't ask for it, but you're going to get it, and you're going to be glad you got it if you take it. And that is this. If you're one of those women that makes your husband like he's some child come home the minute he gets off work every single day and spend every waking minute with you and your children all weekend long because you are so eaten up with insecurity and because you are so desperate for a friend instead of a man, let me tell you something. That is a recipe for a disastrous wedding, a disastrous marriage. That is a recipe for resentment. That is a recipe for a man who will come home when he's told because he's weak and pathetic, but who will hate you and resent you. You are planting a seed in that man by that kind of behavior. If you love your man, then trust him and let him be a man. Let him go on some hunting trips. Let him go on some fishing trips. Let him one night a week go out with the boys. Oh, no, Michael. They'll go to them topless clubs, and there'll be them girls rubbing their boobies on him. You don't know that's where he's going, first of all. And secondly, trust me, those girls don't want to steal your man. They just want his money. Secondly, your man doesn't really want those women because after a little bit, he'd get real tired of them. He's coming home to you. Relax. For those of you women out there, and I'm just going to ask you to keep an open mind. I know you're at home with the kids. I know you resent being at home with the kids if he goes out and has a good time with the boys. I'm not saying he does it every night, but let your man be a man. Let him have a good time. Let him go do some things. And you know what? When he comes home to the family, when he gets to the house, he will be so happy. He'll be a better dad. He'll be a better husband. That's what it's all about. You don't want to imprison or enslave your man. I see women do this. I see these women who the woman has no friends herself, so she wants her husband to be her best friend, and she's needy. If he does go out with his friends, she's wearing his text out. Let it go, ladies. Come on now. Your man was a man before he ever met you. He had guy friends. He went to sporting events. He went hunting. He went fishing if he's a man. He did stuff. And you think all of a sudden because you go walking by and he gets a scent of you that you're going to take the man out of him? Men need to be around other men and tell lies and drink whiskey and shoot guns and blow stuff up. That's what we do. And when you take that out of him, you are seriously stealing his soul. You're taking out of him what makes him tick. And I see you do it. I see you do it all the time. Let him go and trust. Because here's the deal. If he's going to stray, if he's going to leave, he's going to do it. You're not going to have a strict rule against it. He's eventually going to leave you one way or another. So be confident enough in who you are to know that he will come home after he has a drink with the boys. And he will thank you for it. He will love and honor you for the fact that you let your man be a man. And remember this, if you emasculate your man, you are left with a eunuch. And at some point when the Cabana boy starts looking real handsome and manly to you, just remember, part of that is because nobody has yet emasculated him, and you've done that to your man. You've just sucked the testosterone right out of him. You've made him your girlfriend, and at some point you get tired of your girlfriend. That's just too much estrogen while y'all are watching chick flicks on Friday evening curled up on the couch, and the man never, ever gets to be a man. Some of you young couples that are not established in your bad habits, take this to heart. And let me say this, men. There is nothing I hate to hear worse than men tell me, well, I better go home. The boss says I have to go. The boss? That doesn't sound to me like you honor your wife. Well, if I don't go, there'll be hell to pay. What hell? Well, I'll have to hear about it. Really? She your mom? Well, Sometimes it feels like it. Who let that happen? You didn't choose your mom. You choose your wife, and you choose the behaviors. You choose the patterns. You choose the rules. Why do you stand for that? If you want to go out for cigars with your buddies once a week, maybe once a night, but if you want to go out with your buddies once a week, why can't you sit her down and say, hey, look, this is important to me. I want to do this. And if she can't do that, man, you got a problem on your hands. Come on, fellas. The problem is in this postmodern, post-industrial society of couples sitting around counting thread counts at Bed Bath & Beyond and watching Sex and the City and Friends episodes together, getting your nails polished with your wife, you've lost what made you human beings. I don't know if you've noticed downstairs, but the equipment is different. Well, guess what? There's a whole lot more that's different. What makes her tick is different than what makes you tick. And this sort of metrosexual melding of the two is extremely unhealthy. You can look at study after study, or you can look at it anecdotally. Do you want to know the couples that stay together for 40, 50, 60 years? Couples where the woman is a woman and the man is a man. You can take that one to the bank.